Yeah, Mike Scott, Chicago. Only way to keep calm. The trouble warriors have a serene mind. Paul for the penitentiary. I'm gonna say my condolences to my buddy Willie. He just passed. I found out he died 2 days ago. He did a great. He was carrying a message, helping people around the world. And this, I'm with another miracle right now. Introduce yourself.
My name is Andre,
Hey, Andre.
and I'm a grateful alcoholic addict. I'm here to do this interview with Mike today. And should I start talking?
Andre, you said yeah. Andre, you said now you told me you were homeless. Now, how long were you homeless?
For 10 years, Mike.
You were 10 years homeless.
Yes, sir.
You said you was sleeping on the trains and stuff.
I was riding the red line from Howard to 95th, Howard to 95th. I sleep in parks and project hallways on the beach, wherever I could, different friends' houses.
Now, how did you get to being homeless? Like, cause you told as far as a lifestyle, you come from. Tell me about your lifestyle.
Well, I grew up in public housing. I first lived in Cabrini Green Housing, and I transferred to Lathrop Home from Damon University. And I did join the military when I was young, the Army Reserves, and I got honorable discharge. Went to the Navy, got kicked out of the Navy for smoking marijuana. I got cheated out of my.
Now, you say you were smoking marijuana, so that's the beginning. See, now they legalized marijuana. They made $1 billion in the state of Illinois. Now, you say you start off, and people say that's not a gateway drug. Now, also, you told me, Andre, you said you got shot. Where did you get shot at?
I'm pretty sure it was right off of Ashland and Paulina. I knew these brothers. I know them from the project. And I bought a car from them. And I didn't know the car was re-tagged, but we had other dealings.
Where did you get shot at?
I got shot in my chin, like
Wow.
point blank, right from where you got even closer, and in the head right here. So.
Wow. Praise God, you're 64 years old, you said.
So I went in there, I knew these brothers, we hung out, we used to drink beer and kick it, on the projects. And they sold me this car, they know it was a stolen car, I gave them $2,500. And I came back and it got heated, and it was more of them, so I actually drew the weapon first, and before I know it, they had guns, and and it just got heated, and gunfire was coming at me, and I was giving them gunfire, and I got hit in the face. I fell. They shot me in the head, and I remember they had like a car wash, and in the car wash was just a front, you know what it was. And when I fell, they said, "We're shooting me again. We're gonna put him in the trunk and just leave him out somewhere on the west side, and just just leave his ass there." I heard that. I got up and ran out of the garage. On the way out of the garage, the police, which they had been following me, they know me because they thought I was selling drugs in the neighborhood.
So what you do? You say you used to be a dope dealer? You used to sell straight drugs back in the day?
Yes.
Now, how far as from going from selling drugs, now your lifestyle today, you said you got like a dog that you're friendly with. Now you got a pit bull, and now the lifestyle has changed. You went from...
The lifestyle has changed since my last arrest back in 2011, possession of crack cocaine. And I was mainly using it because I had a habit myself.
So can a monkey sell bananas?
No, a monkey can't sell bananas.
So we talking about a lifestyle.
Right, so this lifestyle I got, I would buy enough to so I could supply myself. I sell a little, use a little, sell a little, use a little. So the main reason why I was dealing these drugs is to support the habit I had, to being out there robbing people and breaking into people's homes and stuff. I would buy me like a half ounce, quarter ounce, and I'd sell some, I'd use some, I'd sell some, I'd use some. But the main reason why I was doing this, I wasn't trying to get rich, be like a Fluky Stokes or Pablo Escobar. So I was mainly doing to support my habit.
Oh, habit. And so habit is like you're doing, a compulsion means you're doing something against your will, and obsession is thought that blocks all other thoughts. Now you tell me, now how many, you said you had to go to, you did a little time in the penitentiary. And we talked about Paul Fuller Penitentiary. Now this video is about helping the young people keep from going for penitentiaries and stuff.
Yes, I went to the penitentiary before that. I was in and out of the county jail, but this last time, when they broke in, I was living in a housing project, and my brother was my two brothers were staying. We stayed in my mom's house. When they broke in, the cocaine was mine. I didn't know the pistols were there. They were my brothers. But I took the pistols, and my mom was there too. My brothers were active into gangs. I was just, how you say, I was just a little user dealer.
Okay, so
Mainly to support
lifestyle.
my
So what you say? You born in you born in Chicago? You say from Orleans? You was
I'm originally from New Orleans.
New Orleans?
Yes.
Wow.
I
From the,
grew there to a little bit on Creole, Cherokee, Indian, and Black. There's a lot of black women that deal, the true Creoles come from New Orleans.
so how do you how's your life today compared to what you've been through? Because you said you died a couple of times.
I OD 3 times snorting and smoking cocaine. I did too much. I passed out. They said my heart. They said it was my heart attacks.
Now you sitting down. You say you sitting down now. We're doing an interview sitting down because you say your feet is, but you told me you have some stents in your heart now. You got
Yes, I got stents in my heart because how you say I did heart damage. Plus I wasn't eating right, eating greasy food, not eating right, not taking care of myself, using and just totally abusing my body. And so I have, how you say, heart blockage plus heart damage from the drinking and drug usage.
wow. So how long you been off of the alcohol and the drugs now?
It's been 1 year, 1 month,
Wow, that's a
7
miracle.
days.
What? How you feel?
40,
Now how you
43.
now how you
I feel
feel?
great. I feel like, I've been reborn again. God
Yeah.
gave me a new life.
Yeah. So this is one of the miracles that turned his life. His life has turned around. He come from the wide awake nightmare. Now he said I was talking to him earlier, and like I said, his lifestyle has changed. Your thought without action is the thought. Thank God that this guy is helping people now. Because he's talking to people now and telling them how the lifestyle he been into. Anything else you want to say? The people out there that's trapped in the lifestyle out here.
Yes, I would suggest that if you're a young teenager on the street and you're using, drinking, getting high, and something, don't stop it because you're going to regret it down the road in life because, karma comes back to you. What comes around goes around, and try and clean up your life while you still have a chance because, it's going to come back to you. You're going to wind up dead or in the penitentiary. And this is nowhere to go to the penitentiary because, it's a terrible life and you might get killed there. But on the other hand, I believe in wherever we go, when we leave this life, there's heaven and hell, and it all depends on how you live your life here on earth, whereas you going, because God is our maker, and he will be the last one to judge where we go in life.
So is it cool to be a square?
It's cool to be a square these days. I wish I knew this. I'm 64 years old. I wish I knew this when I was 16 years old.
Yeah.
Say 50 years ago. I wish I could go back 50 years.
So you say you're 60 years young, you started drinking you said Slits, was it Slits and Cool?
Budweiser.
You said Cool cigarettes. Now we know cigarettes kills 8 million people. Put that out there. 8 million people die for smoking cigarettes. My mother loves cigarettes. 1 billion people throw cigarettes. So you say you start off with Cool cigarettes and Slits malt liquor.
Slits and Budweiser. Budweiser was the first beer I ever drank because my mom and dad used to drink Budweiser, and they give me sips of Budweiser, and I was sneaking, drinking their Budweiser and smoking their Cool cigarettes.
Yeah, so Mike Scott, Chicago. I'm down here with my friend Andre, my friend down here, down here talking to him, and he's enjoying life today. And like I say, my condolences to my friend Willie that just passed recently. And Willie put a lot of work where he traveled around the world helping people going to penitentiaries, carrying the message. And this is Andre right now. So his life has changed beyond, from sleeping on the train. He said 10 years on the train.
Back and forth in hallways.
Yeah.
Park benches, wherever I could, under bridges. But my life has gotten so better, since I sobered up. And who actually saved my life, I can't leave them out, was Thresholds, because they took me in and cleaned me up. And how I got with Thresholds, I was like police or something must have woke me up in a park, and I started fighting with them. They said, this man, he don't need to go to jail. They took me to Chicago Reed. And Chicago Reed, when I got out, maybe a couple months later, they direct me towards Thresholds, which I had a diagnosis of depression and schizophrenia. But then, even though I was on these psych meds, you know, my life was still bad because I was still drinking and using all the psych meds, and I would have outbursts, and I would still fight on the street with police and with everybody because you can't mix these kind of medications with alcohol and drugs because it has bad self-effects. So actually, when my life has got better, it was October 23rd. 2020, I walked into the 12-step house and asked for help. I had already surrendered and had enough.
So you surrendered to win. Praise God.
I surrendered to God to please take this drinking addiction away from me because I just can't do it no more. Because I'm tired of jails or institutions, riding trains, sleeping in the park. And my life was just, you know, it was a total mess. And I wanted to take myself out. I wanted to kill myself. I always had these thoughts, but I never had the nerve to do it. And there was no other program this program has actually saved my life because after that, I still stayed on the street for another 18 months, and then they did get me housed, and maybe 2 years later, after I became a member of Thresholds, and I started doing a AA program with them, but I would stop working a clean program. And, you know, I was just doing it, faking it so I could make it because I wanted to get off the street and I wanted to change my life. But what actually changed my life and wanted me to get off the alcohol when I had this heart attack last year, and I was rushed to Illinois Masonic Hospital, and they said, "Sir, you know, you have a heart problem, you need heart surgery." So a couple of days later down the road, I was having heart surgery. They put stents in my heart to revive me, but they said, "Sir, you cannot drink no more or smoke cigarettes because the drinking and the cigarette smoking and the drug, you have heart damage, plus you have 3 main arteries to the heart."
To drink is to die. Hit by a train is not the last car caboose to kill the person. It's always the first car to to kill the person. When your heart is right, your world is right. So I'm glad I'm glad you're still above ground and you're living a good life today. Mike Scott, Chicago. It's cool to be at Square. The slow lane's the best lane.
Thank you for being here. I'll keep coming back.